A certain prism is found to produce a minimum deviation of 38 degree. It produces a deviation of 44 degree when the angle of incidence is either 42 degree or 62 degree. So I can say that over here, if I draw the graph of angle of incidence versus, or I can say over here, I can say that the angle of deviation versus the angle of incidence, the graph obtained will be somewhat like this. We have to find out the angle of incidence, we have to find out the minimum deviation, okay, that is the delta m. At minimum deviation, as we know that the angle of incidence will be equal to angle of emergence, okay. Now over here it produces a deviation of 48 degree. It produces the minimum deviation over here is equal to delta m, which is equal to I. So over here the minimum deviation delta m is given as 38 degree, okay. It produces a deviation of 44 degree when the angle of incidence is either 42 or 62 or 42 or 62. So if I draw over here, I can say that at the when the delta over here is 44 degree, angle of incidence is 42, so the angle of emergence will be 62, or if the angle of incidence is 62, the angle of emergence will be equal to 42. So delta in the second case is equal to 44 degree, angle of incidence over here is equal to 42 degree, and angle of emergence over here is equal to 62 degree. Since I plus E is equal to A plus delta, I can say that since I plus E is equal to A plus delta, I over here is equal to 42, angle of emergence over here is equal to 62, A over here is equal to 44 plus delta over here is equal to 44 plus A. So A over here will be equal to 42 plus 62 minus 44, which will be equal to 60 degree. So over here I can say that the angle of the prism is equal to 60 degree, okay. Let us substitute the same formula but for delta minimum. At delta minimum, I is equal to E, so I can write this as 2 times I is equal to A plus delta. A over here is equal to 60 degree plus delta minimum over here is given as 38 degree. So over here 2I will be equal to 98 degree, or I will be equal to 49 degree. That is, at the minimum deviation, the angle of incidence is equal to 49 degree, which is option number B.